Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Martin here from Kodiak. Guys, I just wanted to drop a little motivational message to all of you who are watching me, because I just finished my ruck here in the woods, and it was raining like crazy, over the past hour or two. But now, thank God, it stopped. It was very uncomfortable for me, man. Like, it was raining, it was windy, it was very unpleasant. Okay, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk to y'all about this thing that people just can't understand, especially to all of you who are chasing your dreams, to all of you who want to make a change, but you're getting a lot of doubt, you're being questioned. You have every single person in your family is telling you that it's impossible to make a change or to accomplish a certain goal. Guys, recently I've just stopped by and I'm visiting my hometown here in Poland, because I live in Warsaw, and this is like a small little town in Poland. And the thing is, gentlemen, a lot of people will tell you something, especially when it comes to your dreams. But the thing is, boys, they're all wrong. Every single person you're listening to is wrong. They have no idea what they're talking about. Straight up. Guys, when I started this channel about a year ago, bro, I was getting laughs. People were thinking that this was a joke, and I was being questioned, bro. Like, people were doubting me. People were like, "Oh, Martin, you're too young for this. You're stupid. You're not even English." Blah blah blah. Right? They will, throwing shade my way and giving me all types of excuses as to why it's not going to work out. But guys, here I am, and we're prospering. We're getting much better. And so, guys, you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people who will tell you that it's impossible, no matter who you are. And recently, I've just crossed 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And guys, I can tell you, no one in my family, acknowledged it. No one. It was silence. It was crickets, honestly. And that's the thing. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, bro, until you become successful. That's the thing. Especially when you're at the bottom, when you're striving to make a change. Maybe you want to lose a whole bunch of weight. Maybe you want to, approach the girl of your dreams. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to, chase a new career path. Maybe you want to become good at something. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You're not going to get a lot of, claps and push it in the beginning. In fact, it's the opposite, bro. People are going to throw shade your way. People are going to tell you all kinds of things just to stop you. Why? Because, bro, honestly, and I'm saying this with all respect, and I'm not trying to, offend anybody here, but most people are bumps. Most people will never accomplish anything. And that's how it is. And that's fine, bro. Not everybody is meant to be successful. Not everybody is meant to be, a millionaire or a high achiever or be super successful or attractive or whatever it is. No. That's a false reality. That's a false ideology that's being pushed on a lot of young people. And frankly, a lot of people are waking up at 30 or 35 or 40, and they've never really, pushed for anything. And, they're depressed. They have all kinds of, suicidal thoughts. Why? Because they've never pulled the trigger. They just, accept the status quo. And that's how it is. People are always going to doubt you, bro. Every single time. Especially when you're just starting out. So, don't expect a lot of praise or a lot of support in the beginning. Because it's not going to happen. If you do get it, bro, then you're a lucky MF. Straight up. Because it's very rare. People are just not going to acknowledge it. People are not going to support your dreams. And I wish it was, the opposite. But it's not it. So, whatever you're going through, whatever you're striving to do, bro, just go for it, honestly. And don't give a flying F of what people have to say about it. Because people are wrong. Everybody's wrong, bro. Look at all these huge accomplishments that we've, that we have in society today. Like the airplane. All this technology, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, cars, the cell phone. Guys, I could go on and on and on. At some point, all these inventors and all these people were questioned. People thought they were crazy. People thought they were insane. People thought they were morons, and that they were wasting their time. But fortunately, they were all wrong. People are gonna tell you that you're nuts. People are gonna tell you that you're stupid, that you're wasting your time, that you should just go a real job and live like everybody else. Guys, to all of you who are facing this problem, I have one piece of advice. And I was told this by my mentor. And he was spot on with this. And he passed this lesson on to me. So I'm going to share it with you guys. He told me, Martin, if you're getting a lot of criticism and a lot of hate from somebody, or if you're getting a lot of pushback from someone, take a step back and think about it like this. Okay? Think about that person who was criticizing you or telling you to do this in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or 20 years from now. And ask yourself this question. Hey, do you want their life? If not, bro, never ever take their advice. Because most people, bro, they're never going to change. They're going to be stuck at that, low-paying 9 to 5. They're just going to pay the bills. They're just going to survive, right? They're just going to, they're going to be married to some fat chick or some ugly, obese man. And they're going to have, terrible kids. They're going to, just live life like a little hamster on a wheel. And they're going to be stuck. And then they're going to blame their whole environment, bro. They're going to blame their parents, their upbringing, their city, their country, their nationality, their religion. They're going to blame it on luck. They're going to have every single excuse, under their belt, bro. But don't pay them no attention. Pay them no attention, bro. Because they're wrong. You have to be accountable. You have to take responsibility. And especially when it comes to people who are, telling you all kinds of stories as to why you're not going to make it. Bro, don't listen to them. Honestly. Don't listen to them. So, just believe in yourself, man. That's the most important thing. And I think the biggest problem with people today is that they're just listening to way too many people. They're accepting advice from everybody. Instead of really honing it down and only, filtering advice that they're getting from good people versus the bad people. Because that's a huge problem. We have a lot of mentors today. We have a lot of coaches. We have a lot of people who are, just straight up spewing a whole bunch of nonsense. And you have to be able to critique that advice and really audit your inputs. That's a huge lesson here. Me, bro, I'm not it. I'm not, just blindly accepting advice from anybody. I'm only going to listen to someone who actually has accomplished the things that I want in my life. And that's a huge lesson. Most people never give it any thought. They're just, blindly consuming all this information without really, analyzing it and really, thinking about the source, because they're not. So that's the thing, guys. Be very, very smart with this. Otherwise, bro, you're going to live just like them, especially when it comes to your family members and people who are, and your friends or your social circle in general. Bro, be very wary of this concept. Don't listen to them. If they're not qualified, bro, don't listen to them. Yeah, you can listen to them and hear what they have to say, but don't digest that information. Have a mental diet. It's such an important concept because people don't think about it. So that's the lesson for today, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you all a beautiful day, okay? Stay strong.